Hey guys, so it is Saturday, September 21st, 2013. I'm a day behind on my weekly vlog. It's not that I didn't have time yesterday, I just completely forgot because I woke up in the morning and I had it on my mind and I thought, I'll just wait and I'll do it later in the day when I have more to talk about for what happened Friday. But no, and then I'm just now dragging in, like I've been home almost an hour. It's 10:46 right now and I got home at 9:56. I took Abrielle to go visit some family and deal with my car. So I guess the first thing really major from this week that I wanted to talk about is I got into another car wreck. That's the second one in this year, except this time it wasn't with another vehicle. It was an animal, a deer to be precise, a lovely big deer that just went and screwed the front end of my car. Yeah, I'll insert some pictures right here so you guys can see it. It's pretty depressing. So anyway, what happened with that was it was Wednesday morning and it was 4:50 in the morning and I was on my way to work, 2 minutes away from work, and it's right there in town, and as you're coming up on it, there's a dialysis center there on the right, and then next to that dialysis center is a dentistry practice, and in between those are a strip of woods, a tiny strip of woods, and the deer bolted out of the woods. And I don't mean he was trotting, he was like, la la la, nice morning to go for a slow, peaceful stroll. I mean, he was getting it, he was hauling it. And started to slow down, didn't get stopped in time, hit the deer, because I wasn't going to swerve to miss it, because it would have sent me in the ditch or into an oncoming truck. So yeah, the best choice was to hit the deer. So I hit the deer, but honestly I like to think that it hit me. It was the one that was suicidal and crazy as all get out, going out in the road thinking, I'm gonna run out in front of this car. Because you know there's deer crossing symbols on the road where deers have right-of-way. No, I mean deer have right-of-way. Ugh. I'm so tired. So if I'm spacey and I stumble around on my words, that's why. Anyway, so hit the deer, and it really brought me back to having the car wreck when I was pregnant with Abrielle. It was like time stopped and it slowed down and it sped up all in one moment. I almost had like this weird flashback to, like, it was like I remembered the impact, the air being knocked from me, the feel of my door caving in and his car impacting into my side. But this time, like, I didn't feel it, the impact, I heard it, and automatically it sent me into this adrenaline rush, and I was like, and the deer, like, just totally screwed the front end of my car. It was depressing when I finally got out of my car. So hit the deer and it didn't do anything really. It just kind of knocked it off of its feet because I had already slowed down so much. So it knocked it off its feet and it rolled on the pavement, got up and just bucked its way across the rest of the road and into the woods. And so for a minute I just sat there in the road, and then I thought, well, I better throw on my hazards and get out of the road. So I pulled my car into that dentistry practice and I got out and slammed my hands on the hood and, you know, had a few choice words to say about all that. And then I was like, well, I don't know if I have to call the cops. I don't know if you have to report it if you hit a deer. All I know is the front end of my car is all over the road, and I don't want to get in trouble for some leaving the scene of the accident bullcrap or something. So I called Sammy and answered, and then he texted me back asking why I called. I was like, I just hit a deer. Do I have to call the cops? He's like, I think so. So I was like, I don't want to call 911 because this is not an emergency. Like, there's no reason to call 911, but I don't know the number for like the police office, just their station, just regular. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to call 911. So I called them. I was like, I don't know if this is a complete waste of your time. I'm sorry if it is, but I just hit a deer. I don't know if you have to report that. And she's like, yes you do, ma'am. I will send dispatch to you, blah blah blah. I went through all that, and then the cop shows up probably about 5 minutes later, and he takes a look at my car. And the funny thing was, the cop didn't even give a crap about my car. He was so worried about finding that deer. He's like, I just don't want it to suffer. And he's going off in the woods. And I'm thinking, I could have had me some deer kebabs right now. I could have had reimbursement for the way that deer just totally screwed my car. And he's like, yeah, I think it looks safe to drive. It's not leaking. And then he was like, you know, I can file a report or I can not file a report, and it's just up to you. And I chose not to file a report and make a claim for the simple fact of I have liability with a $200 deductible, but that deductible is only for if I am in an accident involving an uninsured motorist and they hit me, and it's like if the police find that it's their fault. And even then, $200 is not enough to fix the front end damage to that car, sadly. My radiator is not leaking, but it's kind of scruffed, I guess you could say. Scruffed up, sort of. So, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered, and it just would have made my insurance go up. So I was like, yeah, if we could just, you know, keep this one off the books. I'm sorry for wasting your morning. We can both go on about our merry ways. So he's like, yeah. So, I was late to work. That was a fan-friggin-tastic day. Not really. And I'll actually, like, I'll either upload some pictures in this video or in another video, and I'll show you guys what my car looks like now. I kept saying, I'm going to give you a tour of my car, I'm going to give you a tour of my car. And now I've got to friggin' fix the body of my car and my grill and my... yuck. All I can say is, everybody's like, oh, is the deer okay? Yes, it's a cute little animal, but my gosh, it just screwed my new car. I'll admit, I love deer meat. It's delicious. It's amazing. Deer kebabs, deer on the grill, deer stew. Would have been great to have had that, but no, it just had to bust out the front end of my car and leave a bunch of fur clumped up, looking like a nasty mess. So, I guess, you know, bottom line is I'm glad that it didn't screw up my radiator. I'm glad that it's just cosmetic damage, because that's easy enough to fix. Me and my brother can patch it, sand it down, paint it. No one will ever know. No big deal. I'm just really mad because I just got this car. You guys know how hard it was for me to find a loan, how much it's just so frustrating. I put so much work into getting this car. It was so hard. I've waited so long. I went without a vehicle for 9 months. It took me 9 months to be able to get this thing, and I owe money on it. Still, I mean, I owe so much money. It really sucks, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And other than that, work has been pretty sucktastic as always. I will have some haul videos for you guys coming up, because I did go shopping and all, because I was just like, you know what, I'm not worrying about fixing the body of my car right now. It still looks better than some of the cars I see driving around town, so I can live with it. And considering it's not hurting the car, and it's not, you know, it's just looks, so I can live with that. Yesterday, well, actually the last 3 nights, me and Ariel have rolled in really late, just for the simple fact of, I don't know what it is lately, but I don't want to be home. I just want to get out, and even if it's just going to the park, I guess I need some space or something. You know, I've got a lot on my mind. You know, Sam made that promise that he was going to try to help more, and then last night he wouldn't get up and give her a bath. He just wanted to sit on the couch and watch TV, and it just made me so mad. So I don't think really that things are getting better there yet. I don't know. I just don't know. I just know that I'm just tired and bleh lately, like really blah. I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted. Abrielle is watching Alice in Wonderland, which is pretty much the only movie that she can sit here and watch pretty much the whole thing, and it's one of my favorites too. So, with that being said too, I got to thinking about this, and I told Sam, because she likes this movie so much, like, she just pays super good attention to it. I was like, when we move out, or when I move out and with her, however that finally winds up working out, I want to decorate her room in Alice in Wonderland theme. Like, tell me, you guys, would that not be freaking amazing? Like, I can see it in my mind. And I've been looking online, because I figured it would actually be hard to find decor for that theme. But there's actually a lot of cool stuff, and I've been thinking of a lot of things I could do. I actually have a drawing that I did in high school for my art class. That's Alice in Wonderland, and I could actually, like, I don't know, maybe paint it, or I could just go over it in pen, do it black and white. I don't know. It'd be really cool in there. And I'm sorry if I keep moving this thing. I'm like really I guess uncomfortable. I don't know how I want to sit or anything. So other than the car wreck, that I'm sure you guys are like, okay, just shut up and go on to the next thing. And the haul videos coming up, and Alice in Wonderland themed nursery / bedroom, whatever you want to call it by then, for Abrielle. I think that is about it, you know. It's just been a sucky, depressing week. You know, everybody's like, hump day, yay! And I was like, Wednesday's the worst day ever! And so, yeah. I think that is going to be it for me tonight, because I am so tired, and I feel like I look so tired. I look horrid. So, I'm going to try to get Little Miss Awake Bottom over there to go to sleep, so I can go sleep too. So, bye you guys. I'll talk to you later.